But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play...
Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This is Mike for Drones Are Eagles. Everybody, meet Nate. Nate, say hi.
Hi, how you doing?
You were watching my live chat the other night. Nate was on the live stream. I knew Nate for a few years. He's a good buddy of mine. He has a little problem. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But we're going to start like we always start out. And Nate, tell everybody like where you're from.
I'm born and raised in South Philadelphia.
Siblings like that?
I have 2 kids and a wife.
Brothers, sisters?
I have one brother that lives out in Tennessee, far out south. He's with his girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm a sick and suffering addict. I had plenty of clean time, but then I relapsed.
What was your drug of choice?
It was heroin.
Heroin. How long was you using?
I shot over 20 years, and then I found NA, and I got clean for the past 8 years. I had 8 years clean time under my belt, but then I started listening to people. They were saying meetings are for hypocrites, which I should have never took that into my head, and I stopped going to meetings, and I slipped and fell like many other people do when they go and relapse.
So you're still using, or what's your drug of choice now?
It's Percocets, but I know that's going to lead into something worse, and I am scared.
Exactly. You know, using Percocets, it's just a substitute for heroin use. A lot of people started using Percocets and slipped into the heroin, so you know where that's going to lead back to.
Yeah.
So are you like, do you want the help?
I'm going to go back to meetings. It's taking me a little bit of time in my mind because I think I'm missing stuff, which I know I ain't, and I have to think it's better of me and for my family. So
Yes. You must think about your children and your wife, but like I always say, you got to do it for yourself. You can't do it for your wife. You can't do it for your kids. You got to do it for yourself. You're going to want it. You have to want it. So there is a lot of places out there that can help you, and I think you can look into it. A lot of my viewers are addicts themselves, ex-users, and maybe they can give you some pointers. They like to comment a lot in my channel, so maybe if you give it a day or two, go back to my channel, watch this video, and read the comments, because they'll give you some suggestions what you should do to kick that Percocet, because you got to stop doing that, kid. You got to stop doing it. It's very, you know what it's going to lead you back into, and I don't want nothing to happen to you. I lost too many friends that I've known as long as I've known you, and I want you to stop it, kick it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like the circle around me, like there, like maybe 7 people in the past 2 years died already off addiction.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Disease is bad, I know it, and I just got to stop being hard-headed and go back to what I used to do before and work in NA and the steps again.
Right.
My sponsor moved out of state, so that's one other thing that threw me off, because if I knew he was down here still not, and I was with him every day like before, I would have stayed more clean, and I wouldn't have fallen back into the disease.
So what do you do in your spare time? Like, what do you do to stay busy?
Well, I used to like work in steady jobs, but I haven't been able to do that since I relapsed, and it's been messing me up on being focused on staying in the work habit.
Right.
It's like to keep addiction away, you have to stay motivated. You have to really want it. Like before, when I got clean, I really wanted it. It's not like nobody could tell me it was me. I just have to make that choice again and stand back up on my 2 feet and do it.
Yep, that's right. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do it for yourself. Don't think about nobody else. Think about you and Nate only. Nations only is for you. You know what? I'm gonna ask you a question. You know what's going on in Kensington? It's been going real bad. They're mixing the fentanyl with crank, and people are walking around with holes all over their body. Like, you know, and the government is really doing nothing about it. But I want to ask you. I asked this question before. If you was the mayor of Philadelphia, like, what would you do to change things in Kensington? Like, what would you do?
Oh, I would probably get rid of the dealers, clean up the streets more better.
And you know what's funny? They tried all that. That's crazy.
Yeah, like the cops don't kid around. Like
Yeah.
I go through it in and out every other couple days, not like every day, but I know what the situation is down there, and it's like cops don't care about shit, and nobody's doing nothing about it, and I don't know, maybe they probably give money to the cops. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's just weird how like cops don't do nothing down there and all.
They don't.
They only worry about like if there's like a shooting and that, but
Yeah.
but the addicts, they don't really pay any mind to, because I don't know, but they should.
What's the craziest thing you saw down in Kensington? Because I know you've been down there hundreds of times. So what's the craziest thing you seen down there? You're like going down there copping. What was the craziest thing you seen?
Oh, piles of people in the streets, tents, and people just shooting up and just laying there on the pavement, and nobody's bothering them. Well, some people I know, even you say, at least when you went down, you would say stuff to them. But it's just, it's the same thing, like it's going down the drain down in Kensington.
How about shootings? You hear any shootings?
Plenty of times, a lot of shootings I hear.
Dead bodies?
I don't think I ever seen a dead body. Maybe I walked by one, but I didn't know.
Yeah, OD and you didn't know they were dead, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I see that a lot down there. So where do you see Nations in 5 years from now?
Being clean again and staying focused, and being there for my kids and my wife. I don't want to disappear anytime soon. I got to be there for my family.
Yeah, your daughter is beautiful. She needs you, dude. Your daughter needs you. Your son is, how old is your son now?
He's going on 19.
Look at that, you're a grown man already. But your
Yeah.
daughter is, how old your daughter?
Yeah, she's 8.
8 years old. She
Yeah.
needs you, dude. Yeah, she needs you, definitely, most definitely. Yeah, you gotta get yourself fixed. You gotta get yourself clean, because you know they need you. They need you, man. You know what I mean?
Like when I was in recovery and I was clean, I was helping the sick and suffering. I would speak at meetings, chair meetings. I was really into NA hardcore, but it's just that I ran into some close friends and they said I'm a hypocrite and they didn't want to be bothered with me. And you have a whole section, I guess, because they were still in addiction and they don't want to be around any clean people, I guess, what that was about. But I should have never like took that into consideration, like my heart, and let it steer my head up out of the direction that I was in.
So what kind of pills you do exactly?
Percocets, Perc 10s, Oxycontins.
How much you spend a day on your habit?
Could be anywhere from $70 a day, and then sometimes when I don't have much money, it could be like maybe 40.
And how do you get your money?
Sometimes a lot of people, I still have friends that I used to work for construction. They have little ins and out jobs. They give me a couple hours where I drive somebody here and there to where they have to go. They think I'm like an Uber, which I'm not.
Yeah, I seen your ride. You got a nice ride. Hopefully you don't go back to using heroin again, dude. Like I was saying, I lost a lot of friends, and I don't want you to go down like that. I don't think you should. Nobody should.
Yeah, like now with the relapse now, I'm making sure I don't go back to heroin, picking the needle up. That's one thing I'm not going back to, and I know I'm going to put the perk down soon.
What's the scariest moment you had with the needle?
Oh, being dead. I've died 5 times messing around with a needle, overdose, and thank God the Narcan brought me back. And I remember the first time I died on a needle, I was at my mom's house, and that the ambulance were picking me up, and I said, "I'm sorry, Ma, I didn't mean to do that."
Did you ever OD in your home with your wife and children?
Yeah, but it wasn't on heroin. It was a lot of pills. I took too much, and it was my wife and son see me, and they said I wasn't breathing or something. They called the ambulance, and they gave me Narcan or something. They brought me back. That was embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Well, I hope a lot of my viewers, like, they always leave good suggestions and comments, and I hope they give you some. But a lot of my viewers, they send me things. They send me things for people. If they can help you out. Is there anything you're in need of that maybe somebody can help you right now?
I wish I can get a wallet so I can put all my IDs and everything together instead of losing everything and have to keep them going to Social Security and all, and to get more IDs, Social Security card and stuff.
So a wallet, so a simple wallet, that's it.
Yeah.
You don't need nothing, no socks or anything like that, you're good?
Yeah,
Good.
I can use t-shirts and socks. Yeah, that always helps.
You hear that, guys? I'm glad I came out here. I mean, I love your house. Your house is nice in the inside and the out. It's pretty nice. I love your outside. I love your front. The front out here is beautiful out here.
Yeah, it's all thanks to my loving wife, and I gotta stop picking Percocets and bullshit over her. She's supposed to come first.
She's the sweetest. Your wife is the sweetest, man.
Yeah, that's my world, and if I didn't have her, I think I would probably kill myself.
Well, you're doing that now. You know what I'm saying? If you drop dead, what's your wife and kids gonna do? Did you ever think about that? Think about that for a second. Let's say you die tomorrow. You're dead. You're gone. What is your wife, daughter, and son gonna do?
I don't know. I don't want to see him in any kind of predicament like that. That's why I gotta stop and pump the brakes and.
Yeah, maybe if you think like that. If I was dead tomorrow, what would my wife do? Like, and my daughter, and what would they do? How would they react to my death? You know what I mean? Yeah, think about that. Maybe that'll help you stop. If that's your world, if that's all that matters, that'll help you stop. If you think, visualize what would it look like or what would happen, and trust me, that should help you stop. You know what I'm saying? And I hope people watching give you encouraging comments. I'm going live tonight, and I hooked up StreamYard for you on your phone, so I hope to see you tonight. And maybe people that are watching right now, they can talk to you tonight in the live stream at 6 o'clock. And maybe they give you some suggestions, because you need to stop, dude. You have to.
Yeah.
Because you know where it's going to lead to and where you're going to end up. So.
Yeah, there's plenty of times I hit rock bottom before, but.
So you going to come on tonight?
Yeah.
You going to be there?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I want to cut this short. You'll see Nate tonight. It's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday the 12th. So I'll be on 6 p.m. tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern time. So please, you're a new viewer, like and subscribe to my channel. I also fly drones. So, is that it? If you had one wish, what would it be?
To be living sober and being happy.
Just being happy.
Yeah.
Healthy. Being healthy and safe, right? Alright, guys. So, remember, to the world, you're just one person. But to one person, you might be the world. So, until next time, this is Mike for Drones Are Eagles. Peace. I'm out.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed.